siyajwa ile nje phathe imfihlo.
Amandla tells of the story of two brothers, Inkpi and Kosana, who grew up with their parents, living and working freely in a farm owned by a kind-hearted white family at the time when racism was at its peak in South Africa. Then, tragedy struck. Their parents were murdered in cold blood by three white bullies who were jealous and angry with the friendship Inkpi had with Elizabeth, the only child and daughter of the white family. Inkpi became a gangster, while his younger brother Kosana became a policeman. Then, a sudden crime linked to their childhood struck and hell broke loose. I know that you might be wondering what Amandla means, but don't worry, I gotcha.
According to Google, Amandla simply means power. It's a word that was a popular rally cry in the days of resistance against apartheid in South Africa.
Amandla. Now, the very first thing that I enjoy about this movie is the storyline. The storyline is so good. It's amazing, and I'm more intrigued about the storyline because the writer and director Nerina Dejaga said that she wrote this movie 10 years ago, and then she shot the movie only 6 years later. So guys, that is so dear, and that makes so much sense. Social issues like apartheid was referenced in 1987 and it is still referenced today. Well, I sincerely wanted to punch the faces of the bullies from my screen because I was so angry with the bullies. They were just being so unfair, and this social issue is a major pain in the butt. I like how the storyline panned out. You know, if you look at the beginning of the storyline, it shows where Inkpi and his younger brother went hunting and where Kosana could not kill the bird that is fleeing shot, right? But at the end of the movie, Inkpi instructed his brother that it was time to kill. Inkpi told his brother to kill the antagonist. At the end of the day, justice was not served. But then I leave that to the bad and the ugly of the movie. I also love the character, the actors, and the performances. It was amazing. The actors did absolutely well. I love Inkpi, which is played by Lemo Gang, and then Kosana, that is played by Thabo. Please pardon me, I'm a Nigerian, so I cannot really pronounce the South African names, but these actors did absolutely amazing. Inkpi is a great character that shows resilience. He is the elder son, and after his mom and his dad died, he took care of his younger brother, and he had to steal and do a lot of things, a lot of under G things, just to be able to put food on the table for his younger brother, just for his younger brother to be able to go to school. Okay, and his younger brother is Kosana, played by Thabo. He also is an amazing actor. I'm talking about Thabo. And Kosana too is a very lovely character. I also love the character, that cute little girl that played Elizabeth. She's so natural on camera. She is the white daughter to the white family, and right from when she was young, she planned that she would have this group that would fight against apartheid and all of that. But at the end of the day, goodness, it was just painful. Guys, I sincerely do not want to spoil the movie for you, so I need you to watch the movie so you find out what happened at the end of the day to the sweet little Elizabeth. Well, I also love the dialogue. The dialogue was beautiful. I sincerely enjoyed the dialogue between each of the characters. I love the setting. It shows the middle class, you know, it shows the rural areas in South Africa. I love the sound. I love the music. It all made sense. The sound was subtle, the music was subtle, and it was in sync with the messages that were being passed. It made so much sense. Now, although I enjoyed the movie, I enjoyed the storyline, there were some flops. that my mind could not let go of. And that being said, there were some details that were not included in this movie that should have been included. You know, the story was not beautifully explained or described well in this movie, in my opinions. Now let me give you examples. The very first example is about the time duration indicators, and there was no time duration indicators, you know, from when they were at teenagers, when the young boys were in their teenage levels, to when they were older. There was no time indicators that, oh, 20 years later or something years later. You know, that did not make sense for me. And then I also did not like how they transitioned. Okay, after, there was a particular scene where Impi and his younger brother, they fled the farm where their parents were murdered, and they fled, they went to Isando, and then the next day, Kosana was telling his elder brother Impi that they've been working for 2 weeks and that they had no place to stay. And then Impi was saying that they've exhausted all the money he had saved up and all of that, and that literally did not seem like they had walked for 2 weeks, or they were roaming the streets of Isando for 2 weeks. It did not seem that way to me. I just felt like that was the next day, so that should have been properly detailed, in my opinion. Now, another thing that I did not really like about this movie is the belly bump, the baby bump that was on Alina, that's Impi's girlfriend. Oh my goodness. The baby bump did not look real at all. It looked like there was pillow stuffed in her tummy. That did not make sense for me. And then the delivery of the child, oh my goodness. The landlady, there's a landlady that delivered the child, and that delivered Impi's child, and the scene was just so quick and so somehow. The landlady that delivered this baby did not look like she delivered the baby. She had full-on nails, long nails, and makeup. Her hair, accessories were all intact, no signs of blood on her hands, and even on Alina that just gave birth to a child, no signs of blood whatsoever. So that did not sit well with me at all. And then I also don't like how we are told some things and we are not shown. So we are told that Impi was a petty thief, is a gangster, and is all of this. He's very good at stealing. He has this very great skill in picking pockets and in stealing things, and he never gets arrested. But that was not shown. I did not even connect with that sincerely, because I did not see it. I was just told. So that did not make sense for me, because I was now wondering how he was able to steal a lot of money for him to cater for his younger brother and take his younger brother to school. Like, guys, you know what I'm saying? So that did not really resonate well with me. I also did not see any form of justice to the people that did this wicked thing, you know, to the racists. I did not see any form of justice that was done to them. The 3 bullies at the beginning of the storyline, you know, and then the white policeman that is also a bully, no justice was served to him, and that did not sit well with me at all. Alright guys, I will rounding up this video here. What do you have to say about Amandla? Let me know about your thoughts, your opinions about this movie in the comment section below, and kindly subscribe. My name is Ayo. Kindly subscribe. You can also support me by clicking on the Patreon link in the description box below. There's details to that in the description box below. So guys, thank you so much for staying tuned with me. See you on my next video that is coming up very soon. Okay, bye for now.